Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you come across this video. My name is Helen Onuh and I'm here to contest for the phone challenge on Lady Stella Empowerment Backup page. Before I start, I would like to give a big shout out to our mommy, the CEO of Lady Stella Empowerment page, Lady Stella Backup page, and Lady Stella and Family Home page, the person of Unstoppable Stella. I'm here to talk on the topic parenting. Parenting is the act of training, the activity of raising your children or raising children as a parent. Parenting is not all about giving birth to children or taking them to the best schools in the country or the best schools around the world. But parenting has to do with the act of you raising them morally, both educationally, spiritually, and morally. It's the act of training your children in the right way. Just like the Bible says, train up a child in a way that he should go, that when he grows up, he will not depart from it. And that is a very big task for parenting. Parenting is not an easy task. We all know that. Parenting has to do with love, commitment, dedication, which is like the backbone of discipline. Good parenting, a good parent know that children they have different stages and they know how to tackle all those stages. They don't just use an iron fist for nothing, but they raise their children in a very right way. A good parent will know what to do. Being a good parent is not about um, giving them fancy clothes, buying them expensive food, or taking them on world tours. But being a good parent has to do with you having a time for your children. Most parents these days they don't have time for their children anymore. They only give birth and then leave the children in the care of the nannies or the teachers in school. They take them to daycare even from toddlers, which is not appropriate. They spend most of their time in their workplaces and say that and claim that they are too busy. They're too busy for their children. If you don't have time for your children will not grow up to become useful instruments in the society. We all want our children to grow up and be responsible people in the society. Children that we can be proud of, not children that we will see and then we will get annoyed. But we all want our children to give us joy. And if for your children to give you that joy, they won't be able to give you that joy when you neglect them, when you don't have time for them, when you spend most of your time in your workplaces, or you leave them most of the time in the hands of their nannies or caregivers. But when you spend time with your children, they tend to bring out good results. And secondly, another thing is making them your best friend, bringing them closer to you. The African proverb says when you use your right hand to beat the child, use the left hand to bring that child closer. That is to show that it's not all about beating, it's not all about being strict, it's not all about being an authoritative parent, but it's about showing them love, showing them that you care, showing them that you are always there for them by correcting them, by showing them love, by making them your best friend, that they can be able to trust you any time of the day, that they can be able to share their secret with you, not when they'll be afraid to even say something because they feel like if they say this, you may think the other way around and you may beat them or you may do another thing. But making them to be comfortable around you. Another thing is that you should not negotiate with your child. When your child is doing something wrong, don't say, if you stop doing this, I'll buy you biscuits. Or if you stop doing this, I'll give you so amount. Do not negotiate with your child. When you start negotiating with your child, the child will feel like the world revolves around him or her. And when he grows up, he will grow up with that attitude. He will grow up with that type of attitude. So good parenting has to do with you having enough time for your children, showing them love, showing them commitment, showing them care, showing them that you are always there. Don't be too strict with them, and don't be too authoritative with them that they will be scared of you, that they will be afraid to talk to you. And don't neglect them, because when you neglect them, they stand a chance of being a nuisance in the society. They stand a chance of being not useful in the society, but they will stand a chance of bringing disgrace to your family. Have time for your children and train them in a way that they will grow, so that when they grow up, they will be proud, they will be happy that my parents raised me well, and they'll use that attitude to also raise their own children well. Thank you very much. Please, as you watch this video, like, share, comment, and invite your friends to also follow this page, Lady Stella Empowerment Backup page. And as you do so, may God bless you. Thank you very much.